Hey Capricorn, I'm here to drop in with you to see on what foot are you stepping into that energy of the gateway of initiation into this next year of transformation that's rolling out with the entry of Leo season on the scene. There's a lot that's going to be going down in Leo season that really does set the tone for how the next year will unfold. This download's been coming in for a minute, so we're going to dive in and see how these energies are playing out for you. This is for any significant Capricorn placement. If you happen to have a prominent placement in that 10th house, or if you are a Cancer rising, that makes you a Capricorn descendant. So let's just dive in and see what this is all about. I felt really compelled to begin by opening up with getting sort of like an overarching theme to set the tone of what gateway you're facing here as you move into Capricorn season. Okay, so maybe this year when your season rolls around, there's something that really does get rooted at that time on your path. The gateway you're stepping into during Leo season will come to some kind of culmination point by the time your season rolls around, Capricorn. All right. I felt compelled to bring in these archangels, so I do feel like there's something here that you feel like maybe you're trying to get somewhere on a wing in a prayer. You might feel like you need a little divine assistance in this case. I do feel like it's at hand. I also feel like something is really coming down to timing in your situation. Basis of the matter, Six of Michael, yes. You are getting to the other side of a storm here. You will find a way forward. You will also know how to chart your course. You will get yourself heading in the right direction. And I do feel where you've been dealing with difficulties, challenges, any storms of life, you're just about on the other side of that. It says it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. All right. So there might be some important trip coming in your season, just with the way that message kind of filtered in there. You could also be seriously, setting your sights on where you want to relocate at that time. This could be making a major move cross country, or really outside of an area that you're familiar with. I do feel like whatever you're stepping into here, it's like night and day. It's a big change. It's going to be a stark contrast between where you are right now. So that feels like sort of a condensed like window of time you're moving through here to get to some major shift on your path. I mean, it's not really that far off. Capricorn season will be here before we know it. I mean, December, it really isn't that far off. The way time is just sort of flying by here. I do feel like you got Archangel Michael looking out for you. You may feel a real connection with Michael. I do feel like you got a lot of strength and protection as you navigate the final turbulence, let's say. Okay, you can view it as that when you're flying through a storm, right? There can be a little turbulence, but I do feel like you're just about on the other side of that, right? So let's see. Let's get an overarching theme. That's sort of the basis of the matter right now. What is the overarching theme for Capricorn in regard to what's up ahead for them in Leo season, and how it sort of sets the tone for this year of transformation that they're moving into? What's coming in here for Capricorn archangels? Give a little guidance about the theme of this gateway of transformation that they're about to step into here with Leo season. It's going to set the tone for how the next year will be unfolding. It's like a big shift for them coming up in their season. Ooh, right there. Look at that, man. Okay, so I have to say, the last little bit of the storm that you may need to travel through might include a tower, okay? But I feel like this is a tower that you get to bring down. This is something that is within your power to enact, okay? It's like an awakening moment that you're going to experience here. We got 16 change your life. There are some important conjunctions that are going to be coming in astrologically in this season. If you want to know more about that, you should listen to the first 5 minutes of the Leo read. I already did, because I do go into that astrology, what those conjunctions are. Right around the 14th to the 16th, that window of time in August, there will be something that comes in that's a little bit of a game changer, that gets you like excited about setting your sights in a certain direction. It gets you kind of like stirred up. It makes you feel like that fire, passion, and purpose again. And there's a lot of enthusiasm around it. And then by the next day, there's something that comes in that sort of brings you down from those castles in the sky to a more like rooted perspective. It may be like a little bit of a dampening effect, or maybe something that presents an obstacle that seems like it's really difficult to get around this issue. But the reality is there is a way through. It does require you maybe to create a little bit of disruption, though, in the status quo, I have to say. So there might be something that, as you're preparing to head toward that Aquarian full moon on the 19th, that you might be like kind of preparing and steadying yourself to sort of like buck a particular system, or go rogue, or do something unexpected that you normally wouldn't do. It says here, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunity that change brings. So something is changing here. This is where it all changes. When you're a year from now, you'll look back and think, this was the time, you know, Leo season, it was 7:22 on the clock. This was the time that everything in my life changed. And there could be like a real spiritual overtone to this. Like you feel like there's something else that's sort of charting your course at this time, that's at the wheel. Let's get a cut of the deck here, and then we'll move into some more cards here. I just want some more guidance coming in from the angels. Yeah, look at this. Ace of Ariel. Brand new beginning for you. It's tangible, okay? Very well could be a move. Very well could be going on a significant trip that really changes your ideas about the future, what you want to do. Maybe even gives you inspiration to move somewhere new, you know, somewhere out of the area. For some of you, maybe even considering moving out of the country. Anything's possible here. I also feel like this is something that increases your stability. It increases your finances. It makes something possible, a material reality that maybe you thought you wouldn't have access to. It says it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, and support. A change in job or a promotion. Okay. So this could be finally getting traction where you've been working really hard at something to build something on the level of your career. This could be getting a raise. This could be getting a promotion. This could be getting transferred to a new area and getting to expand your work in a new way. There's some opportunity coming in here. I think it's just going to be great to have this financial support. Whatever it moves you into, I feel like it also maybe frees up your time some way, or maximizes your time in such a way where you feel like things are more on an even keel here. You're not like worn out. There's energy pouring back into you. You're feeling supported financially. You're feeling good internally. You're working with a supportive group of people, or you got supportive people in your corner here. Maybe people that are bringing in this opportunity. Okay, this is good energy here. It's like Ace of Pentacles energy, right? You'll probably see the full development of that, like really stepping into it by spring. But I think this starts to come in. I got that there will be groundwork in this situation, like certain things that need to be put in place. We know that you got to make some changes here, okay? And on the other side of this, we have King of Michael. So there could be a King of Swords in relation to this. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It also could be something that you need to tend to balance out in relation to the South Node, like just a decisive action that you need to take in order to firmly like draw a line under the past and be ready to like step over it and head in a new direction. It says principled, rational, ambitious, respected, very much Capricorn energy there. So I do feel like this is you really in your energy, like in the Saturnian, aspect of your energy. You know, you do have discipline. You are able to look at something with razor sharp keenness. I feel like you're going to take a really, really decisive action here. It's well thought out. It's well considered. It pays off. It may be a bit ambitious, but I think in the end, when you leave for this, you're going to be respected. It says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication, okay? And I do feel like you'll get that communication coming in mid-month. And by the 16th, you're changing your life, okay? It is just sort of lining up like that. I feel like that's when the tower comes in. I feel like your tower is an awakening tower. It awakens you into action. You get moving with something. You actually just accept what is ready to come undone, I feel, or what you need to dismantle, what you need to build anew, what you need to shift here. It brings some kind of wish fulfillment for you here with 9 Raphael. So this is really positive energy. Maybe even makes it possible for you to travel somewhere you've always wanted to go. Maybe makes it possible for you to go on a cruise. I don't know why. I'm just seeing that with the tropical waters there, right? Makes it possible for you to move somewhere that maybe is like a dream come true for you. Like you never thought you'd end up in such a place. It says make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time in your life. So I like this. You know, I think you really are pretty much on the other side of the storm. There's just like one last thing that needs the heave ho, and then a lot turns around for you. Let's get some more details about this. I felt really pulled to bring out the Kipper for you, so let's see what we got here. Look at that. Right there, after the ending, after the closure, a journey. Okay, so you're definitely going places. You could be going somewhere on train. There could be a train trip that is in connection with this, okay? I just heard skunk train. I know the skunk train runs through California, so that may be applying. For somebody who lives in California, there may be a connection there. Maybe something that happened on a train on that particular route, you know, for those of you who have ridden that train. I lived in California for many moons, and I never rode on the skunk train. But I know it's a thing that a lot of people like to do there, and they do have different you know, events that go down where, you know, it draws in quite a crowd. So yeah, I think look at this courthouse in reverse. Okay, so I think you got out of some kind of like legal hassle, legal situation. Maybe there was something that legally was tying you up for a while, or was holding you up, or you were concerned about this. I feel like, you know, where you were worrying about something getting held up legally, or something that's been holding over your head in such a way where, you know, you thought you had some kind of battle ahead of you or something iron out. I don't think you need to worry about that. I think this is being cleared from the decks for you here in some way, shape, or form. Okay, you're free of any kind of like legal hassles that were holding you up. All right. This could be in relation to your occupation, something you were concerned about. Look at it. I can't make it up. Concern in reverse. Okay. So if you were worried about something, contractual agreements, legalities, taxes, some kind of financial concern here in regard to your work, you got some kind of luck overcoming this. You don't have anything to worry about. If you were worried about like having to go to court over something or some kind of battle, or maybe you've been waiting on some settlement and it's been held up or something that would give you the seed money you need to move forward, or you were worried about not being able to, you know, handle some kind of financial obligation, you were afraid that was going to land you in some kind of legal trouble, something like this, this is being rectified. Like, this is being taken off of the table as far as any level of concern is for you. You don't need to worry about this anymore, right? So this is good. You're being alleviated of a concern. You're worrying about nothing. You're worrying about nothing, all right? I feel like somebody is already helping out with that. You may not be aware of that yet. There's already some strings being pulled, maybe from the other side. You know, you got friends in high places, okay? I think you have been working really hard and you're ready for a lucky break in a situation. Give me some more details about this. What's coming in for Capricorn? What's coming in for Capricorn here? Maybe in some cases you were due like some money or something. You thought maybe you'd have to go to court to fight for that, or, you know, I feel like you're not going to need to worry about it. Something's being rectified here. It looks really good. Okay, give me some more details. Whatever it is, it frees you up enough. It gives you enough financial stability to be able to radically change your life, move in a new direction. Something's really changing here. Okay, what is this? This is what you can't see right now. Privileged lady, okay? This could be coming through in a couple ways. Like, you may not see this yet, but if you're feminine, this could be that you're about to become a privileged lady. You know, somebody's just about to come in and bless you up, or something's coming in that's going to have you like really leveling up in terms of just your lifestyle, the pleasures you're normally able to afford yourself, the quality of life you normally have to live, even the home you live in. Like, I do feel like there's some kind of upgrade energy here. You don't see this coming though. I feel like you've been more mired in concerns about this, okay, about your stability and all that. It was 1711 on the clock, okay, but some kind of manifestation of abundance here is coming in. It's coming into alignment for you. It's some kind of blessing. It's some kind of blessing. What's in this in real? Oh my gosh, look, sudden wealth. Bottom of the deck. 11 energies, sevens again. Wow. Okay, so 7, 11, lucky numbers for you. Okay, triple sevens here. 11 energy here. Some of you might go, you might play a slot. You know, you might go and you might, you know, just for some fun. You might be on a trip. You might do a little gambling. You might come into a little cash, an unexpected win that actually gives you the money you need to move forward with something. Might be a good time to, you know, go ahead, buy a lotto ticket if you got the urge or something like that. Not like, you know, you have to depend on that, you know, as the way that this could come through, right? So where you don't really feel like you have the ability to, you know, spend money on stuff like that. Absolutely don't do that. I'm certainly not encouraging people to go broke gambling, anything like that. But I'm just saying, if you got an extra buck in your pocket and you feel like, you know what, I think I'm going to take a shot Powerball tonight, maybe you should, right? There is some luck on your side here. In some way, you're a benefactor of this. It's going to alleviate a lot of your concerns, a lot of stuff that's been hanging over your head. I feel that. This is cool. Okay, anything else that wants to come in here? Tell me more about this. What is this coming in for Capricorn? What is this coming in for Capricorn? It could also be that a privileged lady wants to do something to make things right by you here. And again, sudden wealth on the bottom of the deck there. This has something to do with a house. Okay, so you might get to move house. You might get to buy a house. This could be, you know, the sale of a house brings some kind of financial profit your way. Maybe you inherit some property. Maybe you give up a house and you move to a new location. You buy a house, okay? There's some kind of level up coming in here, right? Where you feel like things have been a little bit unstable on the home front, or you've had challenges in that regard. I feel like something is coming in to free things up for you. What's on the bottom of the deck here? Yeah, we got 3 of Wands. So this is something coming in. I don't think you see this right now. It looks like you've been concerned a bit. You've been concerned a bit about your stability. Maybe you've had some issues with your job. You've been wanting to make some changes. You've been trying to make smart decisions, but it could be that you have a lot hanging over your head. In some cases, you were held up by legalities in a situation, or you've been waiting for something to come through from a settlement or the balancing out of an estate, you know, some kind of legal transaction maybe, or red tape that's been holding up some money. I feel like whatever this is, unexpectedly, you got something coming in here that's going to radically change your life, okay? It changes a lot of things for you. It gives you a lot of stability. I feel like you're going to get some kind of news coming in around this, around mid-month. Maybe you have a certain sort of focus or way that you want to use these resources that come in for you. So I was going to say that a chunk of cards came out. What is this? Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is really wild the way this came out. Okay, I'm just going to show you them all together, and then I'll tell you how the story's playing out. So I feel like this is where you've been. You've been fending off one thing after another. Some of you have been like putting off the creditors. You know what I'm saying? You've been not answering your phone because every time you pick up the phone, it's somebody wanting you to make some payment arrangements. Some of you have just been robbing Peter to pay Paul. You've really been putting out one fire after another, I feel. And you've really kind of like been working hard. I feel like you've been burning the candle at both ends because you're trying to like ward off what you feel is disaster. I mean, I know the one thing about Capricorns is they really like to feel like they got their stability on lock and they're not having to worry about unpredictable things that are coming their way and not being able to field those things and navigate them without having upheaval in their life. So they really have a focus on the practicalities there. 22 on the clock. I feel like you're getting out of this energy. You've been balancing things for a while. And I do feel like you have probably been wanting this reprieve from this money that's been tied up, or, I mean, that money that's been tied up. My goodness. The air quality today is a little, okay. So my throat's been dry. But there's this piece here where, you know, you've been trying to keep things balanced for a while because you've been waiting on something to come in. And for some of you, it's like you've been waiting to get that raise or that promotion you were promised on the job. For others of you, you're going through like some kind of legal process that is tying up money that you need to receive, or you owe money, you know, and you're concerned about that. It's hanging over your head and you're trying to like juggle your finances. You're trying to earn enough money to get yourself out of debt, but at the same time, you're just trying to live and take care of basic expenses. I do feel like there's been a lot of balancing things out here. There's times it's gone really out of balance. I think you're feeling like, you know, you don't get to have a lot of fun. You know, this is a drag. You feel like there's a lot that you're missing out on too because of this stress. And you're kind of wondering like, when do things get better? I'm tired of dealing with disappointing circumstances. I just really need to get beyond these hardships and just get to a lighter, you know, sort of more joyful time in my life when I'm not having to navigate so much all the time. There is something here. It's coming into alignment for you. You do not see it yet. All right. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness. There is something that comes through here that, you know, gives you that promise after you rode out this storm. There's something that's being completed here that's been holding you back for a long time. It's been keeping you stuck and it gets you moving. It certainly could be something that has to do with your work or your finances with that Taurus energy there, or maybe something or someone who's been really stubborn, like a thorn in your side, or you could have been dealing with somebody that was just really throwing their weight around. You were dealing with somebody with a real big ego who was causing a lot of problems for you. You could have been dealing with a Leo in this situation, or a past matter, you know, and it wasn't until the past matter got cleared out that you would be free to move forward in this situation. Again, I feel like it's been all work, no play. You feel like you live to work instead of work for a living, you know, to actually be able to enjoy your life. And there's something about this really wanting to redress this balance. You're really hungering for expansion. You're tired of feeling stuck. You want more room to maneuver in your life. You want to experience more. You don't want to feel like you're having to be held back because of, you know, all of these obligations, all of these challenges, everything that you're trying to navigate here in your life. And I do feel like something is coming to a closure here, and there could be you kind of like coming into this level up in an unexpected way. It looks like a gift of money. It could come through an inheritance. It could come through just somebody, you know, who has the means and is looking at you and going, hey, you know, I just want to gift you this, or want to help you out, or maybe somebody else wins big, you know. Maybe you have a friend who, like, you know, hits the casino, they win big, they give you a little cash, it helps you out. It can come in a lot of different ways. It could be a job opportunity that greatly increases your income. Whatever it is, it's some kind of wish fulfillment. It's something that makes you feel really good, and it's personal gratification here, okay? So with the Nine of Cups, that's nice. All right, let's kind of cap this off with this energy and see what else wants to come in here. Give me some more details about this for Capricorn. I mean, I like this. This is good energy for you. I like to see that, you know, you're getting on the other side of this. There's some kind of game-changing news that comes in about mid-month, and it changes everything for you. Wow, look at that. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Again, fixed sign energies in play. So you very well could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Leo. You could be dealing with an Ophiuchus, Sagittarius energy there, born November 30th through December 18th. They kind of possess the energies of both Scorpio and Sagittarius. So I do feel like this is also something that is being shed here. There's something that's being transformed here. There's something you're releasing here. And it gives you a new perspective. I also think there's certain undeniable truths. There's certain things you're seeing here very clearly. The scales have fallen from your eyes. You're recognizing where the tricky energy has been, or what's sort of like eluded you about how to get around a particular obstacle. You may be realizing what has been causing the trouble in the first place, or what has put you in this position where you've been fending off one thing after another. You could be getting the upper hand in this situation. You could be besting a devil in this situation. I feel like something that was once a mystery to you, or you weren't sure about, or you didn't have the answers, you're solving this riddle. You're cracking the code, okay? And I do feel like you're getting through the other side of this. There's transformation happening here that does move you forward, okay? And I do feel it does affect all those different houses of those signs too. So whatever happens here, you move out of this time of kind of like drudgery, nose to the grindstone. It frees you up a little bit to be able to like have some more pleasure in your life, more enjoyment in your life. You're getting to a time in your life where it's not going to be so mean and heavy. It's going to be more, you know, delight, which is good. I think you need it. I also feel like your finances are really improving. I also think you got, you know, yourself in a place where your confidence is bolstered here, all right? Maybe for a while that was challenged a little bit. Maybe you were wondering, do I got what it takes to get around this? You were dealing with some particularly thorny issues. You got the confidence now, right? And you might have had to confront different aspects of yourself, different shadow aspects, or certain things that maybe you were really attached to, but you knew like this isn't in my best interest. I should let this go, or I need to do this differently. Or you may have recognized ways that you sabotaged yourself. But I feel like you've done this work, and it's getting you to the other side. Now we have this card come out here as a crossing energy over this Kipper cards. The privileged lady, and no need for concern. And what we got here, look at that. We got the Four of Swords. Just let it go, man. Let it go and trust. You send up some prayers, okay? The cavalry's coming in. Rest, you know, rest. Do give yourself a little bit of a breather here. I feel like you've been working really hard. I feel like you're stressed. You need to rest a little bit, okay? Make sure you pour into yourself. I feel like this is really important, Capricorn. Do make time for this while you're waiting for all of this to balance out. Because there is some kind of shocking news coming in here with the Tower. It is something that surprises you, and it has something to do with finances, right? I want to get some more clarity about this. It brings some kind of new beginning into your life with the Ace of Cups, all right? And it's justice, right? So there's that energy pouring into you. It's your turn to receive. There's something balancing out here. I think you're not expecting it. You know, you've been operating as a page of pentacles here. You know, you've been really minding your security here. You've been having to really hold on to the finances, and you've also been in a self-protective place. Some of you may have been a little bit in survival mode, but what you don't see is something's rushing in here that's really going to turn everything around in Leo season with the Knight of Wands. It gets you moving away from something that at one point, you know, you were really invested in manning this post. Maybe because you felt like you didn't have any options. Maybe because you lacked the courage to walk away from something. Or there was something really challenging in the past that maybe it rocked your confidence, or you just felt like, I don't have what I need to move forward here, like something tangible. And so you felt stuck. But I think when we get stuck, we usually get stuck for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like we need to look at something, we need to address something, we need to understand something we couldn't see before. You could have been dealing with a Leo in regard to this situation. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius rising. We had quite a bit of Aquarius energy come in with the fixed sign energy. Leo too with the fixed sign energy. There could be like some connecting point there. There might have been something that needed to be balanced out with one of these characters, or with fire sign energy. It could be a Sagittarius, could be an Aries too. I do feel like whatever this is, it's getting balanced out in an unexpected way, okay? It really moves things forward. You don't feel like you have to, you know, be in this position anymore. And it renews your confidence. You overcome a previous challenge, and it gives you, you know, something to work with here. I feel that. Look at that. It gives you an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is like, I heard seed money, right? So this is like seed money. This is something that you can really use to grow your future with. And it's earmarked for you. We got the Hierophant after that. I like this energy. This is good. This is really good. And oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. I like this energy. I think currently you feel kind of stuck. You feel like, I know where I would go if I had the resources to do that. I know what I would do if the road would just open, you know, but I feel like I'm stuck here. And there's something that you're not aware of yet, but you will be made aware of it, that will give you this tangible new beginning. I do feel like this power will be put in your hand. It gives you the power to draw a line under the past, to move away from this difficult time in your life, and to move forward in the direction that is really aligned with your truth, what you know is right for you, okay? Queen of Swords energy, that's that Libra South Node energy. So I do feel like you're rising on up with this. This may come in through a Queen of Swords. This may be something that you receive in Virgo season. I heard Queen of Swords often represents Libra. It can represent Virgo too. I did see that earth energy there. Okay, so this could be coming in from a Libra, a Virgo. I think there's some beneficial energy coming in here. This is something that is due, and it allows two people here to really have what they need to open up their doors of opportunity with these two keys here. This is some blessing coming through. And look at this. Check it out. 8 of Pentacles. This also opens up The potentially like seed money for your work or something that you want to create for yourself, or um, some kind of craft, some kind of artistic, endeavor, something along this sort of track. I feel like this is something more like aligned with your purpose, something you've wanted to launch or you've wanted to invest in, some type of work you've wanted to do, right? It could just be like you get this amazing job opportunity. It helps you it gets freedom from like the corporation, from the corporate grind, allows you to move more independently, allows you to do work that you actually really can get behind, work that you love, because now you have, the financial stability to do that. Could be a Taurus connected to this situation. Look at this. It's like major success. And right after that, we got, something that's built to last with this 10 of Pentacles here. This is like big level up financially. This is coming in. And there's definitely like a house piece here. You could be investing in a home with another. You could be moving in with another. This can be like a relationship that's leveling up to in some cases. Some of you may like meet that person that, you're meant to be with. Some of you may be tying the knot. You may be getting married or just really up leveling a relationship, to level of commitment. It could also be that you're just investing in something with another person. I do feel like there's a house connected here. I am picking up that energy. It came in a few times. A big move, some kind of relocation here. Yeah, right now this is where you're at though. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're trapped. It's because you don't see that this is up ahead. You don't see it. Okay, but just rest, because this turn of fortune is coming your way with that wheel of fortune. Okay, you send up your prayers, now just chill. Yeah, because check it out. You got a brand new beginning coming in here with the Fool, right? Aries energy, Aquarian energy. You might travel. That's another big travel card. And with that, Empress. So you're absolutely big Libra energy. You might have strong Libra placements in your chart, or there could be a Libra connected to this, I have to say. This is somebody that's like part of your soul family here. I feel like you're rising above, the challenges of your past for sure. And this is a big level up for you. It starts you on a whole new track. So the old story's over here. Okay. Old story's over here. There's something that actually was supposed to come into alignment for you a long time ago, I have to say, with the Six of Cups there. It has this feeling of like it was promised to you. It was promised to you. It could even be something that surprises you, that totally like makes a full like karmic loop here, I have to say. Like it could be that a long time ago, something was left to you or was promised to you as a child. Maybe one of your ancestors, somebody who already has passed on a long time ago. Maybe they even passed away when you were a kid, when you were young. They left you something. It was something you were supposed to receive and you never got. You might be surprised, you might be shocked when you get word about this, that you were left something and you never received it. It was meant for you. It could have even been that there were other people who took advantage of this and unfairly took something from you. And you never even knew about it. Okay, this could be coming in for some of you in this way. Whatever this is, I do feel like you're finally seeing that there is a sense of justice in the world. Maybe this is something you've been asking for a while, like maybe things have seemed unfair to you, or like, why are other people getting these advantages? And why do I always have to fight so hard? Why am I always dealing with so much when it seems like other people just kind of like get to live this like privileged life? I want to know what that feels like, Could be. I think you're about to get the chance. I mean, look at this energy. 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, justice. Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about here. You're about to have the road open up for you. Brand new adventure here. There's been dog imagery that has come through in a few of the cards here. So I do feel like maybe you have a dog that is close to your heart. That could be something like sidekick energy there. If you've been worried about that, I don't think you need to worry about that. You and your dog are going to be just fine. Some of you may be worried about that in relation to a move. Okay. I don't think you need to worry about that. Yeah, you might have even thought like maybe I'll just sneak my dog in the new place, or maybe I'll just take the dog with me. You're not going to need to worry about that. I feel like that issue is a non-issue. I feel like whatever these concerns are, it doesn't have to be a dog. It could be a pet too. There could have been something you've been worried about here. I feel like that's going to be resolved. Whatever this is here, man, it looks really good. This is the road opening up for you, man. Looks like you got a lot of money coming in. I mean, I don't really have anything else to dive into here. This is a pretty cut and dry reading. I do just think there's some kind of surprising news that comes in here. Feels like it comes in mid-month and you're like, what? It changes things. I think that you won't solidly like move forward on this. I think it alleviates pressure initially. It's like, all of a sudden, everything that was like worrying you, concerning you, causing you to be up in your head all the time, feeling like, how much longer am I going to have to slog this out? I think there's something that like releases the pressure valve mid-month, and you realize, I don't need to worry about that anymore. But as far as you actually like enacting the changes and stepping into that new reality that is now possible because of whatever comes in here that alleviates your concerns, I don't really see you doing that until your season, Capricorn season. Okay. So December, January, winter this year, you may go on a trip. Okay. You may relocate. You may get a new job that requires you to move to a different area, or you stop working outside of the home. You start working at home or working in a new way. And it looks really good for you. We're going to leave it at that because, I mean, hey, this is an excellent read. Looks like you've really been doing the work, but I wouldn't expect anything less of you, ghosts, man. There's a reason why you're the ghost. You are the greatest of all time. You show up, you do the work, you keep your nose to the grindstone, you follow through, and you never give up until you get where you need to go. And I feel like wherever you're going, you're really going to enjoy it yourself when you get there. It's got a nice view. I saw like a bay window. It's got a nice view. Enjoy.